This week on Tips for Existence, we're talking about consciousness again. So here is a quote from William James from his Varieties of Religious Experience, which I've got written down just here. It is that normal waking consciousness, rational consciousness as we call it, is but one special type of consciousness. Whilst all about it, parted from it by the filmiest of screens, there lie potential forms of consciousness entirely different. We may go through life without suspecting their existence, but apply the requisite stimulus and at a touch they are there in all their completeness. Definite types of mentality which probably somewhere have their field of application and adaptation. No account of the universe in its totality can be final, which leaves these forms of consciousness quite disregarded. At any rate, they forbid a premature closing of our accounts with reality. So that's what we're talking about this week. I'm talking with Michael Pollan, author of The Omnivore's Dilemma, Botany of Desire and How to Change Your Mind, amongst other things. And we'll also be talking about his latest book, This Is Your Mind on Plants. So here's a little bit of Michael Pollan. I hope you enjoyed this week's Tips for Existence.
But that the people who are treated successfully by psychedelics, whether it's for their addiction or their fear of death, are people who have had a measurable mystical experience. And there's, 8 criteria for a mystical experience, and you can fill out a survey. And it's an idea that goes back to William James and the Varieties of Religious Experience. And that kind of experience can be studied as a phenomenon, as a phenomenology, and scientists are studying it. And so it's not like these vocabularies are completely incommensurate, that once you're studying the mind, you have to study, you can't measure it from outside, right? I mean, you finally need phenomenology, reports of what the experience is like. And some of those reports are going to be framed in a vocabulary that seems very unscientific, like mystical experience.